Hi everyone, just want to welcome you to Module 10, your final module for the semester for ME83 Computational Mechanical Engineering Lab. So within this final module number 10, you're going to be finalizing and finishing up your group project submission. You'll be submitting this as an assignment through Blackboard. So this has already been posted up through Blackboard, and it will be due on Sunday the 6th by the end of the day. So reminder, as always, I do have my office hours scheduled on Wednesdays from 9:30 to 10:30 a.m. If this doesn't work for you, please send me an email or a message through Teams, and we'll find a time that does work with your schedule. So within this module number 10, you're going to be completing and submitting that final group project. So we've talked about this before on module number 9. We're going to go back through this again, just as a refresher for module 10. The purpose of this final project is for your team to perform a computational finite element analysis of a structure, structural component, or mechanical part of your choosing that is something that's of interest to you. Now, the results from this FEA study are to be compared with analytical calculations performed using methods from your previous courses, such as your Solid Mechanics ME14 or your CE 100 classes. So these results, outcomes, and conclusions from your study are presented in a final report format. So again, please be aware that the geometry of the particular structure, component, or part that you choose must be simple enough, or you need to simplify the model geometry so that you can solve this using your own personal computer without it bogging down. Now, if you make it too complex, too realistic, and the mesh size is a little bit too fine, you may find out that this bogs down the processor on your computer and it stalls out and you can't solve it. So you may need to go back and simplify the model geometry and reduce the mesh size as well in order to solve it on your own personal computer. Now, keep in mind at the same time, you're also going to need to be performing an analytical analysis on paper that you're going to need to have the model simple enough that you can actually solve these out by hand to compare it to your FEA. Now, also, I want to go back and talk about when you're selecting the structure to analyze, the requirement is that this needs to be a real-world part or component, and with this, you're going to need to provide a photograph of the object and include the measurements from the part that are going to be used in your analysis. Now, you don't have to have the physical item in your possession, but you do need to have a picture of it in your report, as well as those measurements. And the final report will be submitted to Blackboard, preferably in a PDF format. So objectives within this final module 10, you're going to continue working and complete your final project report. Again, please go back to Blackboard and view the full description for this. You're going to be generating that final report. Again, PDF would be the preferred format to submit that, and you'll be submitting this through Blackboard. So required readings and viewings for this module number 10. Please read through all the materials I provided within this module, review the final project description, then go back and review the materials from the previous modules as needed, and finally, you're going to be submitting that final report assignment through Blackboard, which is going to be due on May 6th by the end of the day. So let's take a look at our semester schedule as we get to our final module, Module 10 this week here. This is week 16 of the semester here, the starting date of May 2nd, and you will be turning in your final assignment here is that final project, that group project, and this will be due at the end of the day on May 6th.